A contest for beauty has turned into a contest for land. This year, Miss Universe is about Israel versus Palestine. The beauty pageant is being held in Israel. Many contestants and activists are now calling for a boycott. Why? In solidarity with Palestine, they say. So who's winning the crown? Let's find out. A campaign doing the rounds is selling the idea that there is no beauty in occupation. Israel is being branded as an apartheid state, slammed for occupying land and accused of whitewashing its crimes by hosting a beauty pageant. Just out of curiosity, why is Miss Universe being held in Israel? Organizers say Israel has wanted to host the event for long, plus the country's quote-unquote rich history, beautiful landscape, myriad cultures, and appeal as a global tourist destination helps it make the cut. So the Israeli city of Eilat has been chosen as the venue for the 70th Miss Universe. The event is scheduled for December. Contestants are expected to arrive in a few days, but many are hesitant. Miss Malaysia, for instance, she's pulled out. The country blamed the Wuhan virus for this decision. The fact is, Malaysia has also long been a supporter of the Palestinian movement. Miss Indonesia has pulled out too. Why is that? We haven't been told. What we can tell you is that these boycotts have only emboldened activists. Meet Nkosi Malda Mandela. He's Nelson Mandela's grandson. Look at what he recently Instagrammed. And I'm quoting, "There is nothing beautiful about occupation, brutality and institutionalized discrimination against the Palestinian people." He then adds, "We must persist in isolating apartheid Israel in the same way we isolated apartheid South Africa." Not everyone in his country is convinced, though. Among them is Lalila Miswani. She was recently crowned Miss South Africa. She now aspires to be Miss Universe. She has refused to pull out of the upcoming event in Israel. So the government of South Africa has refused to back her. Why is South Africa picking sides? Well, it has always been a supporter of the Palestinian movement. So for now, there is no Miss Malaysia, also no Miss Indonesia. Many more contestants are expected to follow suit and not attend. At least 19 countries had backed out from the last Miss Universe courtesy the Wuhan virus. Another long list of no-shows could dampen the contest. So the reigning beauty queen has stepped in to protect the prestige of a crown. This is Andrea Meza. Like I mentioned, she won the last Miss Universe. Come December, she's expected to hand over the crown to pass the baton. So Meza has sent out a message to all the contestants. And what better place to film this message than the city of Jerusalem?
I definitely believe that Miss Universe is not a political or religious movement. So I think this is more about the women that are participating, and embracing who they are. They are competing 70, 80, 90 women around the world for this title that is about empowering other women, about inspiring, about motivating to, keep working, keep preparing themselves. So I don't think this should be viewed as a political movement.
Here's a thought. There's a better way to empower women, inspire women, and help women embrace who they are. Just cancel the pageant. And not just this year, but for good. Cancel it. Why do we even need a Miss Universe? In case you aren't familiar with the concept, let me quickly walk you through it. These beauty pageants are an annual affair. Every year, contestants from around the world gather in a city. Most of them are 6 feet tall, model thin, and uncontroversial. Year after year, contestants are put through grueling sessions. For weeks, they're taught to be perfectly feminine, coached to wear their chin up, trained to not slouch while walking in high heels, instructed to wear a broad smile as the uncomfortable footwear eats their feet up. And then these women are tutored to waltz into a room full of audience. Their ultimate goal is to make a mark, to win hearts and the crown. How do you do that? By wearing your hair perfectly, by draping gowns that reveal more than they cover, by waltzing around in traditional wear and looking just as good in a swimsuit. The contestants need to wear all three in 3 different segments to keep the audience entertained in between. The organizers of Miss Universe very kindly clip together pre-recorded messages, videos, where the lives of these contestants are reduced to a 30-second clip. So one moment, a contestant from Iraq is talking about the war in her country. The next moment, she's paraded in a bikini with and without a sarong. She is then judged on her face and her body. In the end, the audience returns home with a message that a woman is only as good as she looks. Pageant organizers disagree. They say the whole idea is to endorse beauty with a purpose. And just to make their point, the organizers have accommodated a question and answer round. That too happens. The finalists must answer the questions quickly and with a smile. If the point really was to endorse intelligence/purpose, could the Miss Universe organizers not have organized a model UN? Why parade half-naked women in high heels? This is unapologetic sexism. It is sexualization of women, and somehow our society loves the very idea of it. Beauty pageants are held at school level, at college fests, even in offices, housing societies. It's as if the ultimate dream of every woman is to walk down a ramp. Well, I have breaking news. It is not. So if you really want women to embrace themselves, feel confident in their skin, start by shutting down these events. And if you really want to help find a solution to the West Asian crisis, step out of the bubble, we say, because you know what? The Israel-Palestine crisis cannot be solved from the Miss Universe stage. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.